literally the joy that I get to do every single day. I don't have to step into a new avatar because I've been lucky enough that what I am doing now with QSI happens to be part of that future that I want to bring. It happens to be part of that cosmic human design that Jaren was talking about. And so I am one of those fortunate ones. And when I'm thinking about that last session, you kind of broke it into almost like three sections for me. The first one was all about the one percenter. And as you're talking about, the old one percenters are the elites of the world. Well, we're the new one percenters. You said that. But when I think about that, that's literally what we are. Because if you're in QSI and you're part of the ICOs we've been launching, literally the Galactics, the White Hats, the Q team are giving us the wealth of the world, but not just the wealth of the world. And I'm not talking about the normal wealth transfer that other people will also be participating in. We're getting to be part of a very elite version of it because we're helping to build out the stellar ecosystem. So the exchange rate that we're getting is like nothing anybody else will be a part of, not because they're not welcome. Stellar's for everybody, but because some people will choose not to be a part of it. And we're not just getting the wealth of the world, but we're getting these gifts too. You talk about these, the superpowers, and what have we been ICOing lately? We've been literally ICOing superpowers, invincibility, longevity, resurrection, reincarnation, the ability to fly, the ability to breathe underwater, the ability just to do pretty much anything. And when people outside of our community think about that, they're like, what the heck are you guys talking about? They don't understand because they haven't opened their mind up to the possibilities that this exists. But for us, it's very real. It exists because we've already manifested it. And because we've already manifested our mind, we've been able to manifest it into actual quantum goodies that we'll be receiving shortly. And that brings me to when I first met you guys from day one till, today, we're always talking about we are the Avengers. And today I posted a screenshot between one of the developers and myself, and it was kind of a response towards today's ICO, Angel Key, which I'll get to in a second. But in that conversation that I had, we were talking about how what the White Hats are doing in the Galactics is they're not just giving us quantum goodies so we can go fly around and be cool and be Avengers, but what do Avengers do? They bring something to humanity, right? They're not just saying, hey, I'm the new egotistical one percenter. We're helping something, we're defending something, we're preserving something, we're leading the way, we're teaching something, right? So it's a gift that we're being given because there's a lot of responsibility behind it. So a lot of these superpowers that we're getting is because many of us will be part of this new fantastical Avenger crew, and they'll be going all over the universe to help other galaxies in need. There will some that'll stay on Earth and help Earth rebuild, and there'll be some that go to other worlds and help other worlds rebuild, because what we just learned is that there are actually many other worlds out there that are in much worse shape than Earth is. I didn't realize that. I thought we were kind of last ones in the galaxy, but we're not. So they're equipping us with these superpowers in order to make this a possibility. And then we bring it into the actual ICO, the Angel Key today, which I thought was really interesting because even though we didn't really have time to discuss it earlier, and I know it was a great lead up into Jaren's section, it's also a great closing section for this call as well. Because what this Angel Key is we realized a couple weeks ago when we did a different ICO that Earth's firmament, which is this sky ice, is actually a crystal that can open and close at the right frequency. And who holds the frequency is none other than Archangel Michael. And what he's doing is he's giving certain people who resonate at this frequency, who participated in this ICO, the ability, should they pass all the KYCs and all the tests of integrity and authenticity that you spoke about, the people who are part of that group will be given the gift of this Angel Key, which holds Archangel Michael's frequency to open the firmament. And opening and closing the firmament will allow these people to go zoom all over the galaxy to different lands beyond, to different times and dimensions, into past lives and future lives. That's baked into that. And so the reason why I thought it was so apt for today is not just because, hey, it's a really freaking cool ICO and it's Jaren's birthday, but as Jaren mentioned earlier, both Jaren and I, in terms of the cosmic human design, have the gate where we happen to be the keepers of the key. So I thought it was really interesting. I was kind of reading some of my old notes that I took when Jaren was first telling me this, I don't know how many months ago, but I kind of copied some of the notes over. It says, Keeper of the Keys is not about actively creating, but more about unlocking blocks that limit ourselves due to self-doubt and views about abundance in life and learning that I deserve it. Because there are so many people, but especially today, as we are going through this ICO, going, I don't know if I deserve to have this angel key. What have I done in my life to earn this honor? And we're trying to teach people by being your authentic self, by living in integrity, by showing what you bring to the world, these gifts that you have that are unique to you, that's how you've earned your place in this tribe. So I just thought that that was so apt because that's literally what your section was about, Greg. It was all about being in authenticity, being in full integrity, and how integrity leads to abundance, but not just monetarily, but it's abundance in everything. And so I don't know how else to kind of think about that, but then just to wrap it up into all the stuff that we've been doing in Stellar this entire time. So
Wow.
that's why I'm so lucky that I get to be a part of that, because I'm already living and that avatar self is already a part ingrained to who I am right now.